double gas, I guess. In the top right position we got Hiya, and in the bottom left we have Rain. Rain against Hiya. Let's see if it's gonna be another DT rush. I don't think so, but you never know. This time there's not going to be a gateway wall here from Rain. Of course, the last game also was with the low ground gate. It was just to get that DT and the units just a little bit faster across the map. While still having the cybernetics core on high ground, so... This time we're on a 4-player map though. And this time we see a more standard opening here from our turn player. The Zealot as well from Rain. It's gonna be the factory. The probe is trying to chase that SCV to delay the factory. And there's the Marine to chase off that probe. This is a very easy blockable area because of that mineral patch. But he still needs to be careful. That Zealot is halfway across the map, so he knows the timing of this. He's probably gonna pull back the Marines very soon. He has one forward and one behind. And now he's gonna pull them back to the high ground? Yeah. You see the Zealot immediately pulls back the Marines. Gonna have an SCV stand in guard. Stand in, some guard. Oh, it doesn't guard perfectly. So he kinda has to pull back up into his main base. And he has to micro against the buildings again here, around the buildings. He will kill the probe, so that's a nice first hit. And he's gonna make, of course, that early vulture. He loses an SCV though, but he kills the Zealot quite easily. And he might want to cancel the vulture, but I guess you kind of need it for scouting purposes anyways. Yeah, he could have cancelled that one. And immediately threw down a workshop there, machine workshop. But of course he doesn't know what's behind this really risky move. It's not like he knows that there's no additional unit coming across the map. And there was a faster nexus behind this. And even a fast upgrade. Those minerals are kind of stacked. It's funny. I wonder how much income that is. Those are only 1k though. How many can you have working? I wonder how many those are. I want to go into the editor now and check that out. The Marines are kind of pushing aggressively against this goon here. The goon does kill the Marines though. But the vulture is gonna come back. And now, with the assistant damage, he doesn't want to lose the vulture though. You're okay with the Marines dying. Oh god, what? Oh shite. Alright, so we get a super fast third command center before the natural is even finished up. he makes another command center on location on this high ground here. And he's just gonna lay a few mines. This is such a risky play. He's gonna have the mines though, but if this was like a heavy goon committal, with the goons pressuring across the map, with range, he does have that. This would be a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to do. There's nothing to really fight off the goons, there's finally the first tank. But this is so unit light, if he ever would have gotten overwhelmed in the early game, basically he loses the whole position. And he loses the game. He's posturing a little bit aggressive there with that vulture and that command set is so fast, it's insane. There's no nexus in sight even from Rain here. There's your first worker transfer, 33 SCVs against 35 probes. This is supply block a little bit, but the CC does finish up and does provide the extra supply. Look at that. The nexus, the command center finishes, the nexus starts. Whoa. And that's the third base. Usually you want to be ahead as the Protoss. It's even going to mine out these minerals here, so you can have a little bit of a better reinforcement path to his base here on this high ground. Of course there's no siege mode yet for those tanks, it's just being researched right now. The vulture speed is going to be delayed quite a bit. This looks very promising here for our turn play. I really love this play. It's risky, but it's starting to work out. The Rain is not really scouting actively. He's gonna use his observer to get across the map, but there's already turrets going up, there's already a depot wall, there's nothing really at the natural except for the units. Finally we do see the first few structures being thrown down there as well, a couple of depots in the main. We do see the float out from the engineering bay to save out, kind of round out the vision there on the bottom of the base. And now the observer comes in. He's gonna see if he can find any intel. He's like, where is your army? So he kills a mine. He's like, where's your army? Where's your production? And I think now he's smelling what's up. He's like, wait, where are the minerals on this ramp? He goes over and he's, oh fuck. Oh really? Oh, it's even defended already? Oh, are you sure? No. Oh, F. Yeah, and now he knows. And now he's like, man, there's already structures up, there's already tanks, there's already siege mode, there's already mines. I can't even break this anymore. So he has to play from behind. He doesn't exactly know how fast this was, but by the setup he sees, he definitely should know that this was quite a bit faster than his own base. The worker lead is not really there, but if you have the same amount of workers as the Terran, if you're matching the economy of the Protoss, it's basically a good day for you. So Rain kind of has to do the only thing he can do. Expand another time. He could try to double expand, because he knows it's going to be a while before the Terran builds up a formidable army. It's going to be a while before the upgrades are going to be finishing. +1 is about halfway done at this point. He doesn't really need to pressure. He could just double expand and take it from there. But if he wanted to do so, he should have done it very fast. This is already a little bit too delayed here in my opinion, because you kind of need that double expand still to work out for you. And he will be choosing that option to try and break a little bit into the base here. There's only one tank here on the high ground. We do have a few Goliaths already, there's a few tanks and a few vultures. I like this from his play here, Hiya, having these Goliaths against this kind of... Oh! Damn! Oh damn! Against this Reaver meta I wanted to say, but then he eats a mine shot even on the Reaver. That's the worst. He doesn't even observe over the other position. He should have... He saw the Congo line mines. He saw the vultures. He should have known that there must be mines over there as well. Oh brother. Yo, thank you so much for the raid. So Hiya is looking very solid at this point. He has a bunch of tanks sitting back there, and Rain is having a difficult time to find an entry here. And one Marine providing the vision Now gonna get picked off, but the vultures are gonna start to roam the map. They can actually go and fight this base. Oh no, he sees the wall. He should come up this ramp. There's nothing. There's nothing inside the base. Oh my god, and now he sets up the pylon wall behind. Oh my god, this would have been the greatest single move on top of everything, because there was a full mineral line, fully exposed. He still gets a lot of damage done here with these vultures. There's one in the main even killing units. There's one in, a couple still in the natural, dealing a lot of damage here. The probes are just gonna walk into the vultures here, so they kill even more workers. Oh my god, and he has vultures in the third base as well. It's a really good split. He kills a lot of workers, I think, in the end with all of this. But he could have had like the whole base. Nah, for a second I thought this is an SCV. It's not, so he's not that greedy. Let's place a few more turrets. He's gonna start to solidify his center position here with a few more mines. And Rain is already a little bit contained inside his corner of the map. See another vulture here securing that lower right main base as well. Only 3 Goliaths this game to keep fighting that shuttle. And Hiya has so much economy, he like 74 against 54 workers right now. He could easily throw down a 4th base and hold it at this point. He has so much center control right now with these mines. He has so many units, such a big army. His upgrades are a little bit slow, but it's good enough. There's gonna be finally an entrance here, but oh my god, there's so many mines! It's a bait. He gets a good shot. He gets like 4 SCVs or something. And in the meantime, he's gonna try to retake the center control. And there's nothing in the main, so that SCV, by the way, it's gonna work on that Reaver. Oh, this is gonna dud. The Reaver is gonna try to do something here north. And it kind of needs to evacuate now. Even a Goliath chasing this one. Oh! It's trying to park over the dead airspace, but that might be reachable with... I don't think it does. Goliaths. Now he does break the center free. At least a path through the center, so he can go up with all of his maxed army and try to fight Hiya at his own home turf. Hiya doesn't have a good setup right now. He's on the move with his units. He needs to be careful. Rain is going to start to try and break him open. Can Hiya make his defense work? He doesn't have a minefield in front of his tanks. He is kind of clumped up. We see this. The storms are pretty decent here on these tanks. That was a really good one. But no follow-up storms as of yet. I think he lost that shuttle and he lost a few of the High Templars inside the shuttle. But he still has so many zealots here streaming in. The tanks not really split up. Not all of them sieged. And the front line was just a little bit too flimsy here. The mines were not there. Oh my god, the mine's over here. If Rain runs up this ramp, he might still get broken because of all these mines. And tank surviving for so many mines, it's insane. He loses so many units to this minefield on that third base from the Terran that the reinforcements are kind of starting to be able to deal with this. But it's still a good break. Even though he loses the army completely, resets the siege tank count. He kills the vessel even. Oh my god. All of these mines. Wow. So yeah, if he had a few of them, like half of them in front of his army over here, right? Before that engage happens, it's a totally different story, but it's a good trade, I want to say, for the Protoss, but in the end, he's still lacking. Because he doesn't have the superior economy, so he can't really trade inefficiently. How many maxes is he gonna have? I think he traded before 2-1 was done. Yeah, we still own 1-1 only. Where's the weapons armory? It's about to finish the 2-1, so the Terranus is starting to push out himself. He actually caught Hiya trying to push out with this attack, so it was probably the best moment for him to fight here for Rain. He was maxed himself, and Hiya was about to max, and he was about to push out. Now SCVs are trying to block this here. A mine does actually detonate on a bunch of these SCVs because he was in range of the Zealot. Shoots down a shuttle. And D-Matrix on one of these vultures here trying to play frontline hero is actually going to succeed. The reinforcements are going to be enough in addition with that ramp. Oh, he will take the center base. I like this. The SCVs need to go to the center though, yeah, to the base. Oh, this is a cool approach. He just pushes into the center, he takes center control with this, and he says, alright man, I can take this base, these geysers, and get income from here. And it's a very compact base, so oh, bye-bye. It's a very compact base. That Reaver is the Reaver from earlier, by the way. He was parking there all time long in that dead airspace, and now he's back. Gonna shoot down so many units. There's gonna be the Goliath. Finally put in a stop to this. But yeah, this base is like, it's such a genius move, I wanna say, man. It's really, really cool. And he has a lot of space to put buildings here as well, so he can even put supply depots if he wants to, or anything for that matter. A bunch of turrets, which are gonna help him defend that position. So he's looking for the probe, but there's no probe. There's the probe. Probably behind 3 Zealots. Double shuttle trying to come in here. That's a high Templar drop. He can kind of try to drop you from the high ground, but there's so many turrets set up. Oh, the high Templars do get close enough, but the SCVs have already been evacuated. Only gets 3 with that drop. He still has 2 high Templars in sight. Oh my god! Things not working out. It does get picked off by the mine. Wow, what a beautiful moment here. For Hiya, everything's kind of going his way. Rain, what a rough time. And now his rotation is cut off. The army in the top left is kind of stuck there. All of these goons running into the tank into the full Terran might. And the Terran might is looking at 2-1. Pretty strong right now. Pushing into this top left area. He can kill 2 bases over here. And if he keeps the center alive himself, well, things are looking insanely well here for him. He just needs to have like 1 D-Matrix, doesn't even need to use it, and just reproduce the rest. He needs to hold the center though. He cannot get broken in the center. That's the big move here from Rain. He has opened himself. Maybe there's not enough units. The center is a little bit exposed, so he's rotating back down. I don't think he fully broke the top left area. Oh, he did. So he did. He leaves 3 tanks behind there. Now he will get broken on the base for now. A bunch of storms here on the side are gonna lay this, so he will get broken on the base, but he will not get broken on the position. And the base, it's only temporarily. The command center does survive. That's the big story, the big takeaway from this. Hiya was fast enough with the reinforcements. He still has a bunch of units here at home, which he needs to pull into the center as well, and yeah. Rain is just gonna GG here, and Hiya does take this map. Really well done here. Great game by Hiya. Super greedy cert, and Rain scouts it very late, basically where he can't really do anything against it anymore. Then he has a really good fight actually, but at the end of the fight he runs into so many mines. Sloppy storms, that is Rain, yes.